Good morning, everyone. Thank you for anyone who is joining us live for CARSI's first webinar of 2024. And to kick off 2024, we are branching out a little bit and being joined by an international guest. We have Clay Lawrence joining us from Review Harvest, which is based in Florida. And he will be speaking to us about Google reviews and how they can help your business. Clay does have a presentation he will talk through, and then he will pop to any Q&A at the end. So all over to you, Clay, if you would like to introduce yourself and take it from there. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for the introduction. Yes, Clay from Review Harvest, based out of Florida. I'm just going to share all about your Google business profile, how to get more reviews, and how to start ranking better on Google and grow your business through Google. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get us rocking and rolling. All right. All right. And just go here, present. All right. Everything look good from y'all's end? Can you see? Awesome. Cool, cool. All right. So yeah, Google Business Profile Domination. We're going to go over how you can dominate on Google and outrank your competitors, and those people that are looking for your service will find you instead of your competitors. So this right here is just an example of one of our clients' heat maps. You can see this is how they're ranking 20 plus before not even ranking on the first page of Google, and then after a bunch of reviews, after implementing the stuff we're going to talk about today, give you all the secrets, and that's how they're ranking now. So you can see they're ranking on the first page, the top three, almost their whole entire grid all around. So we're going to go over how we did that. So all right, so how to rank on the first page of Google and why it matters. So Google, as y'all probably know, is the #1 search engine in the world. And so more and more people are searching on Google every single day. And 90% of people use online reviews in Google to decide which service provider to work with. So and that is just only going to continue to go up in terms of the percentage of people that are actually going to do it, because there are people that there are still people out there that do not go to Google. They know a guy, they look in the newspaper, they they ask a friend, whatever it is. That's kind of the old way. And now, as the newer generation just continues to grow up and continues to become homeowners now and become people that work jobs and have kids and rely on these home service companies to manage their home, now they're going to go to Google, and it's going to be less paper and newspaper and more Google. So more and more people continue to use Google. And what we want to talk about is, we want to talk about how we can get here for free. This is called the Google Map Pack. And so paid advertising is great, but it will only get more expensive. Paid advertising has only gotten more expensive and will continue to get expensive. So it can be pricey, and you really have to have your marketing and your follow-up and all your stuff dialed in if you're going to pay for Google ads. But when you're ranking here organically, you have lots more leeway to get traffic for free. And so defining the goal. So today what we're going to talk about how to get you right here in the map pack. So anytime you do a search for mechanic, cleaning company, restoration company near me, restoration company, your city, you're going to get kind of these three sections. So you're going to get the paid search. So this is from Martech. They just did a little graphic on what it's all about, but you're gonna get this paid search area. And this is where people are paying per click. You're having to pay, anywhere from $5 to $100 per click, depending on the industry. And sometimes less, sometimes $1, $2 per click. But for restoration, water damage, for carpet cleaning, it can really vary. And so having to pay a decent amount of money for these clicks, and that's only gonna get more and more expensive. Then right here, we have the organic rankings. These organic rankings pop up with your Google Business Profile. These map pack, it pops up with your Google Business Profile right here. The top 3 organic ranking businesses will come right here. And then this is organic search. So this doesn't show your Google Business Profile. It just kind of shows like a website link, and it's not a sponsored ad. So they're not paying per click. But this right here, the organic search portion, has been dominated by Yelp, Thumbtack, these massive companies that sell leads and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on SEO every single month. We obviously can't compete with them, but they don't have a Google Business Profile in our area. So this is where we can outshine them. This is where we can get their traffic, right? And why this is great is because 42% of all local service searches on Google involve clicks on the map pack. That means that anytime someone's typing in a local query of cleaning company near me, restoration company near me, home service company near me, pressure washer near me, whatever it is, anytime someone's typing that in, 42% of the time, they're going to click on a map pack on one of the businesses listed in the Google Map Pack. So it shows you just how important it is. And so someone might be thinking, y'all might be thinking, what about AI? What about AI? Google's gonna be taken over by AI, or AI is just gonna give you an immediate response and it won't have to do with ranking. Well, Google's generative AI is actually just trained it's actually, they've already shown this, but they're actually just trained off of your Google business profile and your website. So literally nothing changes. It's just the same. It's just more of the same, where Google is just trying to give a quicker answer that they don't have to click on any links where they can get all the information they need, right? So you can see an example here. The Google Map Pack result was very similar to the Google generative AI result because the generative AI is going to be trained off of the data that we're giving Google through our Google business profile. So really nothing changes. So that just shows this is still going to be a thing even when as AI continues to grow. And so I feel like something that you always need to answer when you're listening to someone present and tell you, try and help and share any knowledge you may have, is why listen to me. And so these are just some video testimonials of all my happy clients. And although I am young, I've been helping local businesses with digital marketing for over 5 years now. So I was the kid in the back of the class that was looking up, how to start a marketing company, or how to run Google ads, or how to build a website. So I was just that kid in the back of the classroom, not paying attention, and more worried about trying to make money and learn marketing. And so I've invested well over 10,000 hours into digital marketing. In the past 4 or 5 years, I work most of the hours of the day. And so mostly 10, 12 plus hour days for 350 days a year. And so got to my 10,000 hours of becoming an expert pretty quickly. And frankly, I'm just a nerd when it comes to this stuff. Like when I go to bed, I'm thinking about marketing. When I go on my walk, I'm thinking about marketing. When I'm eating lunch, I'm thinking about digital marketing. And so safe to say, I would love to distill some of the knowledge that I've taken me thousands of hours to learn and just kind of present it to y'all in a helpful way. And the last thing I want to mention is that none of the really information that I would share today will be helpful if none of it's executed on, right? So I want to let you know you can do this, even if you're not a techie person. And when I hear like business owners especially talk about, oh, I'm not a techie person, or oh, I don't know how to use a computer, or computers are above my head, or I don't want to mess up with all the SEO stuff or Google stuff, it really is just a belief that does not serve us. And it's just based on no fact. It's just something that we tell ourselves over and over again to give us an excuse to not have to learn something that we know is important to our business. So let me tell you this: you can do this. We're gonna go through some stuff click by click, and I think they're gonna give you a link. She's gonna give you a link to a more in depth, even more in depth, click by click training, where literally, if you can use your eyeballs and move your hand to move the mouse, you'll be able to do this for your business. So all right, let's dive in. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So WhiteSpark's 2023 local SEO study came out at the end of last year, going over the 149 different ranking factors for your Google business profile and ranking in that local map pack that we want to talk about. Now, not all of these ranking factors are super controllable. And so like, for example, your location, you can change your location. You can get a new address, you can get a new office, but that's a lot harder to change than just some stuff on a website or just some stuff on your Google business profile. And same thing with the age of the business. When you started the Google business profile can't be changed. So there's really not much we can do about it. So what we're going to focus on today is we're going to focus on the most important and most controllable ranking factors, right? So we're going to focus on the things that are going to get you the most bang for your buck in terms of, making these edits to help you rank higher, but also they're the most controllable things that you can change super easily to start ranking better soon. So the number one ranking factor and the number one thing that you can change to rank better on Google is your main business category. So when you type in restoration company near me or your city, you'll see right here in the map pack, you'll see water damage restoration service. That is what this Google business profile has classified their business as. And so your main business category is the number one way Google figures out what type of business you are, right? Because if you think about Google needs information to give accurate search results. If Google's not giving us accurate search results, like if we're typing in, carpet cleaning companies, and Google's giving us plumbing companies, people wouldn't use Google. And so Google's job is to be accurate and give people what they want. And so the number one data point that Google's going to use to try and figure out what type of business you are and what they should rank you for is your main business category. So to figure out what main business category that you want to use, what I recommend is just typing in your main business, typing in your main keyword. So the word that you want to rank in, like your main service, and type it in and see who's ranking for that service and see what their main business category is. And so this really only gets tricky when you have multiple services that you want to rank for, and you provide multiple services. And so what I recommend is figuring out which one's going to be the easiest to rank for, meaning like look at the competitors, how many reviews do they have, how robust is their site, figure out the one that's going to be the easiest to rank for, it's going to get you the most bang for your buck, like the highest quality jobs, right? So if you do water damage restoration and your average ticket there is, five figures, whereas you're doing carpet cleaning, it might be 3, you probably want to have water damage restoration as your main business category. So all right, so that's the number one data point that Google uses to figure it out. And we're gonna talk about how to edit it. So it's super simple. I included just kind of a click by click of what to do. So what you want to do is you want to go to your Google business profile, just type in the name of your business to Google, make sure you're logged on with the Gmail that manages it. Then you want to click on edit profile right here. And then from there, it's going to pop up and you'll be able to see right beneath your business name is your business category. And you can just click on the little pencil icon that pops up by business category. And then you want to click on your primary category and change it to the one that you chose. And so this is going to help Google classify you and figure out what type of business you are. So that is the first ranking criteria. The first thing we're going to go over changing, and there's 8 in total, so we'll go through them all. But this is the second one. So the second one is the main keyword in your business name. And so what that means is you can see if someone's typing in plumbers, in their city, whatever, you can see plumbers, that's kind of the main keyword they want to ranking for, and that you want that to be in your business title. So Emerald Bay Plumbing, they have plumbers in the name. Acme Plumbing, they have plumbing in the name. Prime Plumbing, they have plumbing in the name. And so what happens here is a lot of times people will kind of go crazy with it and add carpet cleaning and air duct cleaning and just add a whole bunch of words into their Google business profile. And we don't necessarily want to do that because that is against Google's terms of service. We want to just add one keyword. So you don't want to add multiple, because if you do, you'll get an email from Google like this saying, hey, we've updated your Google business profile. It's just kind of a slap on the wrist saying, hey, we know this isn't the name of your business, right? And so for example, if you're a restoration company and your main service is like water damage repair or something like that, if you could include water damage, or if you could include your main service that you want to provide in the name of your business, then that would be awesome. So say if the name of your business is I think the one earlier here was like honest restorations. If you could include like honest water damage restorations in the name of your business, that would be incredible. And so the way that you can do that and actually get away with it and actually show Google like, hey, this is actually my name of my business, and like you actually and they'll let you keep it up, is you can get a DBA or just officially change the name of the LLC or the name of the business or however you're structured in your country. And so basically, if you get a DBA, standing for doing business as, you can change the name of your business to legitimately have your main keyword in it. So if it's carpet cleaning, you can change from Stanley's carpet cleaning. I mean, you can change from like Stanley's cleaning to Stanley's carpet cleaning, and now you have carpet cleaning in your main word. If you have the DBA, then Google can't touch you and they have to leave it up. And so that is the second largest ranking factor. I've seen people just change those 2 things, their main business category and their having the main keyword in their business. And I've seen that like literally transform their Google business profile overnight to where they're ranking on the first page of Google in a decent area around them and getting 5, 10, 20 additional calls a month just based off changing those 2 things. And it literally takes 10 seconds. Like you can see here, all you do to change the name of your business is just click on the edit profile, and then you just click on your business name and you just change it. That's literally it. And so there's no excuse not to do this. It's too easy. All right, but like I said, don't go crazy with it. Don't add a whole bunch of stuff on your Google business profile, because then that might look a little fishy to Google and you might get reported quickly. All right. Number 3 is Google reviews, my personal favorite. So Review Harvest, we do Google reviews. This is one of my favorites. So I want to go over kind of the different categories of Google reviews in terms of like what's the best type of Google review and what helps you rank the most, and then go over how to get more. So 4 of the top 20 ranking factors are related to Google reviews, and then 7 of the top 40 ranking factors are related to Google reviews. So they're super, super duper important. So the number 4 ranking factor is the high numerical Google rating, meaning did someone leave you 5 stars or 4 stars, right? So the best, obviously you want to have 5 stars. So if you have 5 stars, you'll be ranking the best for high numerical Google ratings. Number 8 is quantity of native Google reviews. And so with text, meaning like someone leaving, just typing the 5, just clicking the 5 stars and clicking post, that is nowhere near as valuable as someone clicking 5 stars and saying, Stanley Carpet Cleaning did such an amazing job in Melbourne, Australia, cleaning my home, cleaning my carpets in my home, because they included words, included honestly your main keywords like what service you provide and where you're located in the actual Google review. Those reviews are super valuable. So that's the number 8 ranking factor. And then number 13 is a sustained influx of reviews over time rather than bursts. So if you think about this from Google's perspective, Google once again wants to give accurate results. They want to give, if you type in best plumbing company near you or best carpet cleaning company near you, that they want to give you the best carpet cleaning company. And so how does Google know who's the best and who's still in business? Well, if you're consistently getting 5-star reviews every single week, Google has a pretty good idea that you're still in business and that you're still providing a good service. So think about it from Google's perspective, if you get 200 reviews at the beginning of the year, and then now let's say it's December and you haven't gotten a single review since the beginning of the year, whereas your competitor's just been trucking along, getting 3 or 4 reviews a week, every single week, just consistently getting reviews, well, Google would much prefer to see that sustained influx of reviews over time, because that shows you're still in business, you're still conducting business, you're still doing a good job. So you want to kind of drip those reviews out and make sure you're not just getting them all in a burst, right? And then 20 is just the recency of reviews. So that kind of goes into the sustained influx of reviews over time as well. If you haven't gotten even if you have 200 reviews and your competitor has 50, if you haven't gotten a single review in a year, Google has no idea if you're still in business or not. How is Google supposed to know if you're still in business if you haven't touched your Google business profile in a year and you haven't gotten a single review, right? And so we'll get into staying active and some completing your Google business profile later. But basically, we just want to show Google that we're still in business, so we make sure we're consistently getting reviews all the time. The best review that someone can leave you is a 5-star review with lots of keywords in it, lots of text and a photo, and they left it today, very recently, right? So that's like the best type of review we can get. So that's kind of the importance of different levels of reviews. And now let's go over how to get them, right? So how to get more reviews, the first step is you have to ask, right? If we don't ask for reviews, we're going to end up just getting the disgruntled, the upset customers. They're going to be the ones that end up just leaving us reviews because we're not proactively going and asking all of our happy customers. I'm sure you've experienced that before. Even the customers that we do a great job for and they're stoked on working with us and we did it and they think we provided a great service, they're still not like just running to your Google business profile to leave you a review, right? And so we have to ask in person. If you can ask via text, if you can ask via call, if you can ask via email, those are all great. And texting, asking via text and asking via email, those can both be automated and pretty easily. So they're happening every time. Obviously calling in person are a little bit more manual, but still also important. So the second part is making it easy, right? So we want to ask, we want to make it easy. And so to make it easy, just go to your Google business profile and grab your direct Google review link. So if you just click on ask for reviews right here, it'll give you a direct link that you can send to your customers in a text, and they can just click on it and it'll take you directly to Google. And so there's actually something you can even do on your phone. It's just called text replacements. And so just go to settings, type in text replacements. And what you can do is you can just create a shortcut to where anytime you type in Google review or review link on your phone, it'll automatically pop up with like your custom Google review message. It can be, hey, name, I hope you had a great time. I hope you had a great experience with insert your business name. Would you mind taking 10 seconds to leave us a review? So make it easy. Give them the direct link to leave a review. All right, the third thing is remind. So we have to ask, we have to make it easy, and we have to remind. So people are busier than ever. We were just talking about this earlier in the call. People are busier than ever, and reminding them multiple times will increase your review conversion rate. It'll get more people to leave your review. And I know people are worried about bugging your customers. But a belief that has served me very, very well while, helping business owners get over 5,000 reviews in the last year, 5,846 to be exact. I'm looking at it right here. um, um, a belief that has served me very well is that if you do a good job and you provide a great service and people are happy with you, people are more than willing to leave you a review. You just have to remind them. You just have to make it easy. You just have to ask, and you just have to remind them, because people don't mind taking 10 seconds out of their day to help somebody else out. It's just the fact that they're just forgetful. They got to go pick up their kids from school. They got to go to, band. They got to go clean the dishes. They got to make dinner. They got to go to work, whatever it is. And so people are busy. So just make sure you remind via text and email. Send them another text, send them a follow-up email. Just give them a shout, give them a call, and follow up with them. And the last thing is incentivize. And so don't recommend paying people to leave reviews, even though millions of businesses do that all the time. What I do recommend is incentivizing toward the common good. So what we do at Review Harvest is we donate a meal to Feeding America for every single review that our clients get. And so we should extend that offer to them, and so they can tell all their customers, hey, if you take 10 seconds to leave a review, we'll donate a meal to a hungry person just for you taking 10 seconds to leave us a review. Would you mind doing that for us? So it's a much more compelling offer than just the same message they've seen all the time, like, hey, please leave me feedback. Hey, please give me a review. It helps me out. Hey, please leave me a review. So feel free to get creative for incentivizing for the common good. Some people plant a tree. Some people can donate meals, donate money, donate to a local charity, whatever it is. And like it says here, I mean, people pay people for reviews all the time, and that's really more of a personal thing and what you prefer. And I'm neither here nor there on it. I think the thing is that when you do that, it can kind of take away from the legitimacy of the review, and it also can be reported, and sometimes Google can kind of get onto you for that. And so I recommend just incentivizing for the common good. It's simple, and it's relatively, and it's just a kind of a no-brainer thing to do. You get more reviews because you have a more compelling offer, and people in need get help. All right, and the last part is just automate. So automate is kind of the optional thing, because we just find that when you automate stuff, it actually gets done. But you need to remember, you need to ask for the reviews. You need to remind people to leave your reviews. You need to make it easy with the link. And then you need to incentivize. So those are kind of the 4 things to get more reviews. And this last piece here is just automate. So at Review Harvest, we kind of automate the entire process. But no matter how you decide to do this, how to implement it, to automate it, whatever you do, just make sure it gets done every single time. We would love to help you out, but figure it out. There's plenty of ways to do it out there. So just whatever it is, just get it done, execute. That's what I love to see. People taking action and people getting more reviews, growing their business. All right. So 4 is complete your Google business profile. So this is the number 12 ranking factor. And this one's relatively simple. This can just be done just on an afternoon or whatever. What you want to do is you want to go to your Google business profile, and you'll see right here, you'll see your profile strength. This does a pretty good job. Sometimes they just have your profile strength is like red or not good because they just want you to run ads, and they're just trying to get you to look at the Google ads thing again so they can get you to run more Google ads. But this is a pretty good job of like telling you to update your hours or add more photos. And so here's kind of a list of things to add. So you want to add photos, you want to add all your hours, and add special hours for any holidays. You want to add languages, you can add like what languages you work on. What I recommend there is if you have access to a phone and you can use Google Translate, then I recommend adding all the languages. Why not? If you do find a lot of people from a different language or reaching out and you do struggle to communicate with them, then yeah, maybe turn it off. But I think that it's one of those things that's kind of a no-brainer. And if you can use Google Translate, then you can serve them just as well as you can serve anyone else. And so then add additional categories. So if you want to add additional categories are basically saying, hey, you might be a carpet cleaning company, but you also might provide dryer vent cleaning, right? And so figure out what your main one is. Your main one's super important, but you can add additional categories that also tell Google, hey, this is what I do. So add a couple additional categories. In terms of services, you want to add as many services as possible. So there used to be something of like kind of a category dilution where if you added too many categories, Google would kind of get confused. That may have kind of simmered a little bit down in 2023. I'm not totally sure. I've seen like mixed stuff about it. Some people are like yes, some people are like no. So I'm not totally positive. So what I always recommend is add like 2 or 3 additional categories that just make sense for your business. So if you are a carpet cleaner that provides like dryer vent cleaning or pressure washing or whatever, add those 2 things there. But in terms of services, that's where you can just go absolutely crazy. So services are right here, edit services. You can just add as many services as possible that are obviously somewhat related. Don't stretch too far, don't confuse Google, but that's somewhat related that someone might ask about, or maybe they think that that's the service you provide, but they just kind of name it a different way. Add that service. People ask things in different ways. And so it kind of gives you an additional boost if someone does type in that specific service. And then also you want to add products, and that's kind of your specific service offerings, but Google just calls that products. And that's also right here. You can edit products and they pop up as kind of menu links that people can just click on. And we'll go into that here shortly. All right, so number 5 is proper heading tags and keywords on the website. And so this is the number 11th ranking factor, the number 15th, and number 17th. So very important, 3 in the top 20. And so a great free extension to download on Chrome for this is called Detailed SEO. It's totally free. You just download it, and it's super easy to use. Excuse me. All you'll do is just go to your site, and you'll just click on the extension. And what it's going to do, it's going to pop up with an overview, and then you'll also be able to click right here on headings. And so what you want to make sure is you want to make sure that you only have one H1 tag. And so what does that mean? So when you're on a website builder, you'll see you can change between a heading 1, a heading 2, a heading 3, a heading 4, a heading 5, and a heading 6. And for the longest time, I personally thought when I was younger, I thought that all that was doing was just changing the size of the font, right? But actually, it's not what it's doing. So the H1 tag is the very first thing that Google's little robots crawl to figure out what this site is and what this site should rank for, right? And so you want to make sure when you're building your website, if you're editing your website, you want to make sure that you have the proper heading structure. So the big thing to remember is that you only want to have one H1 tag, and then what you can do with the rest is you can kind of nest the rest. So you can have as many really H2 and H3s, but what you want to do is you want to do like H1 and then H2, and then if you have like a subcategory under H2, like you can see right here, you can make those H3 and then H2 again. And so that's kind of how the structure is. The biggest thing is making sure you only have one H1. And so in that H1 tag, you want to make sure that you include your main keywords and your locations. And so on the heading, the H1 tag of your homepage of your website should have your main service, and it should have your main service area. So you can see right here, Long Beaches, that's the city, trusted window cleaning. Window cleaning is the main keyword, the main service they're trying to rank for, and Long Beach is the location. So you want to make sure that you're including your main keyword, your main service, and your locations on your heading. And so what Google's going to be able to do is Google's going to be able to pull consistency between, hey, your main category on your Google Business Profile is window cleaning company. And now they see that the website that's linked to your Google Business Profile, in the H1 tag, it says, hey, window cleaning. And so what that does is it shows Google, hey, this business is consistently window cleaning. We're giving Google all the information to say rank us for window cleaning, rank us for window cleaning. This is what we want to be ranked for, and so that is a great thing to do. And this super simple free extension makes it really easy to do. So the only action item here is just to go through your homepage, go through all your pages, make sure you only have one H1 tag, and then make sure all of your H tag headings includes your main keyword or include your business area, your area you serve, right? And so obviously, don't stuff them, like make it sound real, like use English, but for the most part, just try to include them in where you can. Yeah, include your main keywords, your headings, just like I was saying there. Yeah, so and your H2s and H3s as well, include the main service, include the location. All right, page for each service. So this is kind of going into this is the 6th one. This is the 14th ranking factor out of all those. And so what this is, you click on edit products on your Google Business Profile. And what it looks like from a customer side is that on your Google Business Profile, it'll pop up like this, right? So it'll say products, and you'll see like all their services here. So air duct cleaning, carpet and dryer vent cleaning. And you can see they can just click on these. And what Google wants to see is Google wants to see that they can click on this, and then it'll pop up with this little discount, promotion, whatever. And when they click on visit site, it'll take them to a correlating service page that it is directly correlated with the product. So this example, for example, this site was linking to the wrong page. What you want is Google wants to see this is the name of the product. The name of the product is carpet and dryer vent cleaning. And then it takes directly to a service page on your website explaining this service that's on your Google Business Profile, explaining this product, and this in the H1 tag in the heading of your site, you want to see that that the title of that product, carpet and dryer vent cleaning, is the same. They want to see congruency between there. So Google wants to see that you have an individual service page for every single service you provide and a product for every single service you provide. And they want those products to link to those individual relevant service pages. So pretty straightforward there. Might require a little bit of work on your side and the website if you have to create service pages, have to get that set up, but nothing too bad. And creating the products is super easy. All you do is just click on edit products and just add products. All right, and number 7 is internal linking throughout the site. This is the 18th and 24th ranking factor. And so basically what this just means is your navigation links up at the top, just making sure those links are linking to other pages on the site, and you have a consistent structure with how you're linking to other pages. And then also your footer links, figuring out, linking to your privacy policy, your blog, your service areas, other stuff in your footer links. And basically what this means is this is how Google figures out the actual structure of your site, and it helps your users navigate the site. So in a better user experience means people will spend more time on your site, and Google obviously tracks all that data. So if people are spending a long time on your site, Google loves to see that. And so Google wants to see a decent amount of interlinking, meaning that you have other pages on your site that link back to your homepage. You have other pages that link back to your maybe service area page or location pages. So just including a decent amount of interlinking where people can go from page to page to page and back and forth through your site, so that Google's bots can kind of know the structure of your site. And then number 8, this one is super duper important. I can't underestimate the importance of this, is citations and backlinks. And so you want to make sure these citations backlinks are consistent and relevant. And so you can see it is very huge. It's nothing in the top 15 or top 10, but lots of them in 19 through 32. And so we could go through a whole discussion on citations and backlinks, but basically what a citation is. A citation is like Yelp, Yellow Pages, or other directories. So it's anywhere where your NAP, your name, address, and phone number are listed on Google. And so when someone does a search for carpet cleaning and Google says, hey, these are all the relevant carpet cleaning companies in the area, Google's going to see that this business is listed 150 other places on Google, while the second business is listed 10 other places on Google. Who do you think that Google thinks is more reputable or in a better company to rank? Probably the business that's 150 other places on Google. So how do we do this? Well, you can just pay for a simple citation building service where $110 will get you 75 citations. They'll go out and build these citations on all these directories where they put your name, your address, your phone number, your logo, and stuff like that. And so this is a very simple way to do it. It's just SEObuilder.com. They do a great job. They send over a report and you're able to get you hooked up there. And what you want is you want these to be relevant to your area and to your service. So if you look up like directories for carpet cleaning companies, that has the niche and like service relevance. And then you can also look up directories for your town that you serve. And so you can get in some directories in your town as well. So it gives you some relevant directories that'll help Google kind of place you and what you do. And then with backlinks, same thing. We want relevant, consistent backlinks. And this is another service right here. It's just called backlinks.plus. It's $97 a month for 5 backlinks. DA stands for domain authority, kind of beyond the scope. Doesn't really, that's a whole other thing, right? But super important to help you rank better on your Google Business Profile. And so last thing I just want to go over is just how everything that we just covered is absolutely useless unless it's executed upon. Like seriously, everything we covered doesn't mean anything unless you take a little bit of action. So I just encourage you, don't lose 30, 40 minutes of your life watching this. Take action, implement some of the stuff we talked about. At the very least, just go change your main business category or make sure your main business category is correct, and also put your main keyword in the name of your business and go get some reviews. Those are 3 things, the big things. But yeah, other than that, that is all I have for y'all. I hope this was informative, and I hope it helps somebody out a little bit. And so I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. We can open it up to anyone who might have any questions or anything like that.
Hi, Clay. Thanks so much for that.
Yeah, for sure.
That was very, very good. It's interesting to know that there's so much about Google that I don't know. I'm sure it will help people greatly as well, whether they're new to Google reviews or they're just wanting to brush up on their skills. I I loved it when you called yourself a marketing nerd. But I
Right. That's
want
the
to
truth.
congratulate you as well for just being so passionate about the subject and you're so dedicated to it. You can tell that you put so much effort into that. Um, and all the hours that you've built up, yeah, that's incredible. So thank you
Appreciate
so much. And people are definitely able to reach out to you if they want to contact you or contact myself for your information to get in contact with you as well, which is great. Um,
yeah.
I don't think there's any Q&A, so if that's okay,
Okay.
we can wrap it up there and let you go have your evening over there in Florida.
Right.
So thank you so much. I'll just stop the recording right there. So anyone who's watching or will watch this afterwards, hope you find it informative. Thank you so much.